Hi, this is Daryl Meyer from Keller, Texas. Today is Thursday, June 17th, 2010. Listen, I want to talk to you today about Bible prophecies and some things we're going to be looking at. First, let me start. I'm going to go through a kind of a quick list here of some things. Here are seven major prophetic signs of the second coming of Christ. First one is Israel will be in the land. That's from Ezekiel 36, verse 24, and Ezekiel 37, verse 71. Where it says, "For I will take you out of the nations, I'll gather you from all the countries and bring you back to your own land." This is what the sovereign Lord says. I'll take the Israelites out of the nations where they have gone. I will gather them from all around and bring them back to their own land. This happened in 1948. Isaiah 11 through 12, Ezekiel 36, 8 through 12, and Amos 9, 14 through 15 foretold this. Let me see. Let me talk about something else also here. Jerusalem will be in Jewish hands. That's Luke 21:24. They'll fall by the sword and will be taken as prisoners to all the nations. Jerusalem will be trampled on by the Gentiles until the times of the Gentiles are fulfilled. I'm not going to go into each one of these because I'm going to cover some other things here in a minute. Number 3, a Muslim coalition armed and led by Russia and Iran will attack the Holy Land. That's Ezekiel 38, 2 through 6. And there's over 130 historical references make it plain that Magog stands for modern-day Russia. And the other countries form a coalition based on their common religion, which is Islam. Let's see here. The next thing is number 4. The ancient Roman Empire will reemerge as a political force. That's Revelation 17, 9 through 10. Next thing, number 5. The world will embrace a single religion. Revelation 13, 8 says all inhabitants of the earth will worship the beast. I'm going to get into that later. Number 6. The world will accept a single government. Revelation 13, 3. I'm also going to get into this later. And number 7, Babylon will reemerge as a prominent city in world affairs. That's Revelation 18, verse 2 through 3. You know, there's a lot of things happening right now with the government where you see Obama has actually signed over our national sovereignty to a world government. And, you know, it hasn't been enforced right now. It's kind of like his health care plan that won't go into effect until 2014. But he'll be gone for 2 years by then already. I'm praying. Sorry. Don't want to get too political with you. But, you know, you kind of have to get a little political because politics determines how we're going to live here on earth. Religion, though, determines how you're going to live for eternity. So the two kind of go hand in hand. One's for here on the earth, one's for after we leave here. But I want to bring to mind, first of all, I know this one world government. It looks like it's a bad thing. You know, none of us want to give up our American sovereignty. You know, when we go to a one world government, America will no longer have sovereignty as a nation. Our Declaration of Independence will now become a useless historical piece of paper because we won't follow it. Well, you can kind of see already that this current administration has veered from our Constitution incredibly in ways that one would have never thought could have happened, yet here we are. Every president up to now was born in America, up to now. Anyway, this one world government is being set up so Jesus Christ himself can come in and take the reins of it. Let me explain. In Isaiah 9, verse 6 and 7, it says, "For unto us a child is born." You know this passage. "Unto us a son is given, and the government will be upon his shoulders. And his name will be called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God." Hello, Jesus, Mighty God? Yes. "Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace. Of the increase of his government and peace there will be no end, upon the throne of David and over his kingdom, to order it and establish it with judgment and justice from that time forward even forever. The zeal of the Lord of hosts will perform this." Okay, let's go over to Romans 13, verse 1 and 2. "Let every soul be subject to the governing authorities, for there is no authority except from God. And the authorities that exist are appointed by God." So take heart that Obama's part of God's plan. Okay? "Therefore, whoever resists the authorities resists the ordinance of God, and those who resist will bring judgment on themselves. However, there is another passage that says, don't put your faith in men, but lean on God. Because there will come a time when your government tries to tell you that you have to have this mark implanted under your skin, or you can't have a job, you can't buy or sell, you can't board a plane, and at that point you're going to have to refuse what the government tells you to do. Just telling you right now. Let me go to Daniel 7. This, Daniel 7 is one of the most important passages in the entire Bible, I think. Let me start with Daniel 7, verse 2. Daniel spoke, saying, I saw in my vision by night, and behold, the four winds of heaven were stirring up the great sea, and four great beasts came up from the sea, each different from the other. Pay attention to this one, 7 verse 4. The first was like a lion, and it had eagle's wings. I watched till its wings were plucked off, and it was lifted up from the earth, and made to stand on 2 feet like a man, and a man's heart was given to it. Let me offer this up to you, okay? And you can read later in Daniel 7:15 where the visions are interpreted, and it says that these were kingdoms that will be on the earth, that will arise out of the earth, and it's during the time of the return of Christ. Okay, Daniel 7:4. The first was like a lion. Look up lion in the dictionary. One of the definitions is a symbol for a country, Great Britain or England. Okay, America came as immigrants from England. Okay, that's pretty well-known history of America, that the king was taxing people, and we said, you know what, enough, we're out of here, we're going to find our own place. They took off. So, read this again with that in mind. The first was like a lion, and it had eagle's wings. Okay, so this lion had eagle's wings. I watched till its wings were plucked off. Okay, who's an eagle? We all know this. That's America, right? And I watched till its wings were plucked off, and it was lifted up from the earth and made to stand on 2 feet like a man, and a man's heart was given to it. You ever heard of Uncle Sam? It's another symbol for America. I believe this is America in the Bible. Okay? And it's not a coincidence that it's Daniel 7:4. 7:4, July 4th, the birth of our nation. There's no coincidences with God. Okay, just saying. And then it goes on to list these other beasts, and then this fourth beast that was very dreadful, and he was not liking the way this fourth beast looked. But this fourth beast shall be a fourth kingdom on earth, which shall be different from all other kingdoms, and shall devour the whole earth, trample it, and break it in pieces. The 10 horns are 10 kings, who shall arise from this kingdom, and another shall rise after them. He shall be different from the first ones. He shall subdue the 3 kings. He shall speak pompous words against the Most High, shall persecute the saints of the Most High, and shall intend to change times and the laws. And the saints shall be given into his hand for a time, times, and half a time. That's 3.5 years. The Antichrist is imitating the time of Jesus Christ when he was ministering on the earth, about the same time frame. If you go to Revelation 13, verses 1 through 10, it talks about the same things. Then I stood on the sand of the sea, and I saw a beast rising out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and 10 crowns, and blasphemous name. Now notice this. Then the beast I saw was like a leopard. His feet were like the feet of a bear, and his mouth like the mouth of a lion. The dragon gave him his power, his throne, and great authority. Okay, the eagle is somehow missing in this part. All 4 of those beasts named in Daniel 7, only the eagle is not present in Revelation 13. So what happens to America? Well, I think you're watching right now exactly what is happening to the power of the great country of America. We've got a Muslim administration that is taking her down. I'm sorry to be speaking so boldly. You probably won't hear many people talk this way. I'm not politically correct. This is my correctness right here. That's where I derive just about everything I know and do. But you can read about this. It says he was given a mouth speaking great things and blasphemies. He was given authority to continue for 42 months. Then he blasphemed against God, against his name, his tabernacle, and those who dwell in heaven. It was granted to him to make war with the saints and to overcome them. And authority was given him over every tribe, tongue, and nation. Okay, the Antichrist will rule the earth for 3.5 years. Okay, it's prophesied. It's in the Bible. It's going to happen. It's being set up so God can send his son Jesus back, and he will take over the reins of this. All who dwell on the earth will worship him, whose names have not been written in the book of life of the Lamb slain from the foundation. If anyone has an ear, let him hear. He who leads into captivity shall go into captivity. He who kills with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. Okay, we have to be patient and faithful. Revelation 17, verse 12 through 14, compounds on this a little bit too. It says the 10 horns you saw were 10 kings, and these are one mind, and they'll have power and authority of the beast. So this one world government is here. It's upon us. It's coming. Have faith in God, though. Put your trust and your hope in Jesus Christ. He is the only way to have salvation, and he is the only way by which you can be saved. God bless you. Don't worry.